All right, so you already know this is the Prediction Ascension podcast. Love me or hate me, there's no in between. So you already know, right? Everything's getting a little wild and crazy as usual. So, um, shout out to the Nemesis Auto Club. I always gotta shout that shit out. Shout out to everybody that fucks with the club. Shout out to the fans, everybody. Um, Keep liking and all that bullshit. You know what I mean? But the it's getting a little bit more crazy, man. I don't know what to tell anybody anymore. Basically, I want to talk about China spent $1 trillion on sustainable energy, a nuclear fusion reactor that can be launched in the sky. Their artificial sun, which burns at 70 million Celsius, they said pretty much it was burning hotter than the sun for about 22 minutes, which is, this shit is like, it's the same shit from the Spider-Man 2 movie with the Tobey Maguire edition. Tobey Maguire actor. How Doc Ock had the nuclear fusion for sustainable energy so it could be free to the world. Now, an artificial sun being free to the world, which is hoping what China is basing this on, it seems like a good idea. But can mankind harness this much energy at a certain time? In this day and age, which I think anything's possible because you got VR, which is the metaverse is coming. The PlayStation 5 games look amazing. What else? Hybrid vehicles, which have been around forever. Electrical vehicles. But a nuclear fusion reactor that can be launched in the sky to create energy. So you could use this in certain areas that doesn't get sunlight. It could maybe even help with volcanic activity and push ash out the way or control certain areas or some type of agriculture to help grow and help the soil and getting artificial sun rays, right? But it's going to come with a price because everyone knows when China and Japan start doing shit like Fukushima, the nuclear reactor blew up over there. It was radioactive oceans for a while. So that's why they're getting all these new fucking fish with the see-through fish that they found about a couple of months ago. You can see the fucking fish. It's like an x-ray or some shit, like a ghost fish. I don't know. Whatever the fuck ever, man. Shit is going crazy, B. So, that's one aspect of it. There's a new asteroid zipping past Earth again. But when it gets close, the scientists need to tell you it may be hazardous to us. So if you've seen the movie Don't Look Up, please check out the movie Don't Look Up with Leonardo DiCaprio and Jennifer Lawrence. It's a funny movie, but it shows how it keeps humans divided no matter what, with politics and science. But you can't fail science. Science is real. And then you have the pretty much the other person or the other part of the group that says they believe in their faith and we believe in the government. The government is kind of weird right now. We all know the government is weird. Whether you're jabbed or not jabbed or you asystematic, I'm not going to really try to say a lot of words up here because I already know YouTube is going to flag this shit. If you say anything about, you don't know what. So, the government is shot, B. They're full of lies. It's 13 people sitting at a round table right now making decisions for all of us. All you need to do right now is pay taxes, stay your color, and die. That's all you got to look forward to right now. 2022 is gonna be fucking bananas. It's already bananas. But the government, Don't Look Up is a good movie. You gotta watch that on Netflix before they take it off. They try to joke about the asteroids and the comets and all that shit, but we do have an interplanetary defense system that people don't talk about, and it does divert comets and asteroids. We're long overdue for a big disaster. Yellowstone, they said that's 150,000 years overdue for a rupture. Because they're really trying to figure out what really killed the dinosaurs. They're calling it ELE, extinction level event, with the asteroid that hit, but they also have traces of Yellowstone going off at the same time. So that's a whole nother study that they was doing. But 2022, we're already fucking a couple of weeks in. It's getting bananas already. You got a 3-day weekend coming up. Shout out to Dr. King. Even though he led us into a burning building, he admitted to that shit too. But we can never have a real leader in the black community, but that's another story. But the $1 trillion sun, China created a $1 trillion sun, B. This shit is fucking bananas. You gotta see the video. If you didn't see the video, check it out on YouTube. I'm confused. You heard about the building that just fucking burned down in the Bronx. Like, I don't know why they told that guy that he didn't close the door. 19 people died. It's a sad thing. They shouldn't have did that. Maybe that guy won't be able to come back to that neighborhood, because you know how people are. They're gonna try to put the beats on him. Eric Adams, I don't know. He's only been a mayor for a couple of weeks. We'll see how the shit is going. They locking up motherfuckers that's just fucked up the bridge, like on some sucker shit. Like, nigga, y'all got more shit to do. Yesterday morning in Harlem, a 19-year-old girl got killed on 116th and Lex, the Burger King over there. I believe the hood is talking. They said a 16-year-old guy killed her, but I'm not sure. I didn't hear nothing from ABC 7 News yet, if they did catch up with this little motherfucker, allegedly. But that's kind of a shame. Like, a 19-year-old got clapped. But they know how the city is. There's homeless everywhere. And it's cold, too, so the homeless is definitely on the trains right now. They fucking cluttering up the trains. So you got to be safe out there. But they said a 16-year-old kid, they took $100 out the cash register. Like, I know he didn't pop this girl just for $100. That shit from some Instagram beef. Guarantee you that shit stems from something else. It just wasn't a robbery. They're gonna grill this kid. She said something on a comment about his sister, some crazy shit. Cause you know how Instagram causes a lot of beefs these days. So, it's the crazy shit. Like, where are we going as a people? The place is going to shits. Like, I can't really be my normal self no more because I'm uploading to YouTube. That's why when I do the podcast and do it in the studio, I can go crazy because I uploaded to SoundCloud. So I'm going to start recording for SoundCloud again, because one video, I couldn't even upload that shit. That shit was, I was talking about you know what the whole time, and they scrapped that shit. They didn't even let that shit go. I said, why this shit taking 2 days to upload, and it scrapped the whole video. So I don't even fuck with that shit no more. So the girl gets clapped. Apparently it's a 16-year-old. The hood is talking. I didn't see nothing to verify that a 16-year-old killed her, but the hood is talking because I was all through Harlem today. So the hood is talking that he clapped her, but I don't know the dynamics of it. The fire in the Bronx just happened. This is 2022. It's getting. We only a couple of weeks in. They said Keisha Cole found out she's only half black. Anybody could have seen the bitch was half black from the get-go. I knew the bitch was half breed from the get-go. So that's why I'm like, she's surprised that the bitch is half black. Well, she's Asian descent, like 38% Asian, but never knew her father. So that's them single mothers for you, B. Them bitches ain't shit. They raising a bunch of fucking savages. My man, Mr. Goodbread, shout out to Mr. Goodbread. Mr. and Mrs. Goodbread show. He did a nice video on that single mother plantation shit. And these bitches are the worst. They naming their kids Coochie Jackalia, Kiana Kawika. That's why they don't get callbacks for the motherfucking jobs too. Don't put no fucking Kiana Kawika on your fucking resume and expect to get a fucking callback. But guarantee you a single mother raised that little 16-year-old bastard that allegedly shot that 19-year-old girl. And she was complaining about having that shift because the homeless things be out there. Like the bums, she said the bums, the homeless people be out there harassing her, and she had to work the late shift. I'm surprised Burger King didn't close up over there. Because they all in the lobby. So why are they hanging out in the lobby? You're supposed to close that shit up and turn it into a DoorDash. Like, I know a lot of people order DoorDash and Uber Eats and shit. Why the fuck are y'all, why are y'all still open? Like, you got certain Burger Kings that ain't even open. They just open, like, nah, nigga, we ain't open to the lobby. Y'all need to order outside the window or it's a DoorDash or some shit. So I already knew that. So that's kind of sad that that shit happened to Shorty. Keisha Cole, we already knew she was half breed. You got an OnlyFans model that was just killed by Jay Stash. Killed her. Jay Stash was a rapper. He killed his girlfriend. I don't even think that was his kids that he killed. That shit is weird. Jay Stash, the rapper, look it up. Jay Stash killed his girlfriend, which was already had 3 kids. She had 3 kids and she was 27. That shit is insane. So I can't remember the ages, 10, 12, and fucking 2 or 3. So you're telling me that basically the first kid she had was like maybe, she had the first baby at 15, 16. They had another one at maybe 18, 19. That shit's crazy. She didn't have no guidance. That OnlyFans model that he killed, his girlfriend. Jay Stash killed his girlfriend. But he was simping. These niggas is simping hard body. They simping so bad for these girls on these IG pics and these OnlyFans and shit. If your girl doing it, nigga, watch her back, because these niggas is coming out the woodworks hurting these females over some pictures, or he felt like he in love with her. You got OnlyFans models selling farts. They said that girl almost had a heart attack because she was taking all this oat milk and trying to make herself pass gas. I said, why the bitch ain't just eat White Castle burgers? Bitch, eat a slider every night. You'll pass gas every morning. You sold 90 jars for bitch made $90,000. OnlyFans model made $90,000 selling farts for $1,000 a jar. These niggas was buying it, B. And you gotta remember, these niggas is crazy if they buying your fart. You can't get me to buy a fart. I barely want to spend money on it. You can't even call it dating no more. Like, I'm just trying to get to the crib with some liquor. Bitch, you want some of this halal chicken? Oh, I want to fuck. Like, ain't nobody going to restaurants no more. That's dating shit is embarrassing, B. It's embarrassing. I don't give a fuck what anybody say. Niggas see you on a date. Like, half y'all niggas get robbed on dates this past summer. Y'all niggas outside, think y'all doing good. You get your little bust downs on and all. You know, you chilling with shorty. Niggas come right up to you. Yo, give it up, nigga. Niggas taking, I see videos, niggas sitting there with their girl. They shorty eating food. Niggas taking that shit right around. That niggas bugging. You gotta keep your head on a swivel out here, nigga. Just to impress this bitch. You don't even realize you wanna run. You gotta live your life like you wanna run, nigga. All this jewelry and money you got on you, nigga. You can't be hanging out. Niggas is hungry out here. The PP loans is dried up, nigga. They dried up. Oh, and speaking of PP loans, they about to send some nigga up for 132 years. I can't really see the name today, but I gotta see that shit later. They about to send this nigga up for 132 years, B. Any nigga get offered 132 years, there's no need to talk or even turn yourself in, B. Let them niggas do their job. Do not be asleep at 5 in the morning, because that's when they come knocking. Not, nigga, any nigga know when they got warrants. Nigga, what are you doing in the crib at 5 in the morning? Y'all niggas be sleep. Rockabye, baby. You niggas is crazy, B. Y'all this is the NYPD, for law enforcement, this is the easiest job they got now. They got social media task force, rapper task force, all that shit, and y'all niggas still sleeping at 5 in the morning in the crib, and you know the task force is out? Y'all niggas is bugging. Every time I drive through Harlem, going to work, see all the explorers outside, it's like 5:45. I say, yeah, they knocking on somebody's door. That's when they catch y'all niggas going when y'all sleep. Wiping them boogers out there. It's over, nigga. You can't run. Just put your underwear on, put your jeans on, nigga. Put a shirt on, put a sweatshirt on. Let's go downstairs. We're going to the precinct, nigga. Let's go. You ain't even got time to react. But y'all nigga, any nigga offering you 132 years, B, there's no sense to even turn around and look. Just say, all right, nigga, catch me if you can, B. Because I'm out. I'm not trying to go to trial. I'm not trying to hear nothing. I'm not trying to hear 14, none of that shit. These niggas is bugging. You're going to jail, nigga. You're going to jail. We only a couple of weeks, we only 2 weeks in, and niggas is bugging. They're bugging. They caught 19 gang members. They said the youngest nigga was 12. They had hammers too. They had SIGs and all that shit. P9. So I know these little niggas triceps is like, if they letting them shits off, which they really ain't, because the niggas can barely shoot asses, but whatever. They came and knocked on them niggas' doors too. 5 in the morning. They got 19 of these niggas. Youngest nigga was 12, they said. Right here in the Bronx. You know your mom's gonna get kicked out of night shit, nigga? Do y'all niggas have the idea of the impact that y'all doing to y'all family when y'all want to run these streets and be up in your mom's crib and actually live there? She ain't no place to stay, nigga. This ain't the time to be getting thrown out of nowhere. This ain't it. I don't understand how niggas is getting into trouble and y'all live in nicer. Your mom's crib, she's gonna get thrown out, B. They already passed that law in New York State. Any nigga got a warrant, they come knocking on your door, raiding and shit, they put that eviction shit up there immediately. They're like, nah, y'all niggas gotta go. 30 days. We don't give a fuck how much time you on with the rent. We don't give a fuck how long you lived here. We don't give a fuck. Y'all niggas gotta go. And they want that shit. They want black folks out of here. They want the minorities gone. And they working on it. I don't know what to tell niggas, B. New York City getting wild, man. New York is Eric Adams calling the DoorDash niggas non-essential or they unexperienced workers. I don't fucking know. Maybe they are unexperienced workers, because I know the DoorDash nigga, he was bugging yesterday on that bike lane. And what's so crazy about it, I seen the nigga in the liquor store up the block. I went in the liquor store, I seen this nigga, I said, this is the same nigga that didn't know how to make the right turn with this fucking scooter. Almost hit my fucking loaner car. And I'm like, this nigga in here got a nip. He went right in the liquor store, got a nip. I was in there playing numbers with my shorty. Playing numbers, she got to go put her numbers in, so you know. So I'm like, this nigga is motherfucking drinking and shit? Like, come on. There's no way around it. Alright, so that's the crazy part about it. Maybe Eric Adams was right that niggas cannot fucking be essential because the niggas got problems. They are drinking nips and you legalize weed, nigga. So y'all about to legalize gambling, right? New York State. You know what follows after legalized gambling, nigga? Prostitution, nigga. They already passed the prostitution law for the transsexuals. Now they about to pass the law for legalized gambling. After that comes heterosexual prostitution. You can't have gambling without prostitution and drugs, nigga. They trying to keep niggas docile and dumb. It's crazy. Any nigga that had a mask on in this cold weather, that's what we do. We put masks on in this cold weather. But if you're wearing a mask inside the buildings and shit, you don't need to wear a mask. Ain't no cold surviving in this weather, nigga. Get your cayenne pepper. Get your oranges. Get your ginger. Get your wheatgrass, nigga. Get your turmeric. Take them shots at least 2 to 3 days apart. You be perfectly fine. You need cayenne pepper. That's why the Guyanese don't really get sick a lot. Because all them niggas eat is that fucking hot ass curry all fucking day. They eat curry fucking fish cakes, curry fucking roti, curry every fucking thing. That shit hot. That shit spicy. Get spice in your fucking diet, B. A little bit of spice here and there, some ginger, turmeric, and get your shit together. But the world going to shit speed. China's winning. Biden, this nigga can't. I don't know what the fuck, Joe Biden. That shit. say, the fuck? Nigga be at the podium like, well, I tell you what's going on, and nigga said like 3 times. This the leader of the free world. Like, I'm not understanding it. Like, your dialogue. Who's writing your speeches that you can't fucking remember them? Who's writing your speeches? Like, what is going on, B? Like, how are you handling yourself? It makes no sense. So, I'm confused. Not confused. I'm more reluctant to see where this is going with the human race. Everything's shot. But if you got you know what, and you took you know what, stop taking you know what. Do not volunteer for you know what. They want boosters? Nigga, you gotta pay. Like, fuck, we'll take the bag. But all that volunteering, and stop getting fucking PCR tests. If you ain't traveling, you don't need a fucking test. Don't get these niggas fuel. It's all about money. Pfizer made $10 billion since this shit started. Bezos made $29 billion since this shit started. These niggas is all in cahoots together. It makes no sense to me that you niggas are still willing to volunteer and do this retarded shit and listen to these motherfuckers like they're really certified virologists that understand viruses and stuff. It's a bunch of bullshit. This shit, niggas say, oh, I'm over it now. Over it? I was over it when it first started. The Rona's this, the flu's that, the Omicron's this, the fucking Delta variant Omicron. Get the fuck, yo, look at me. This is how they plan this shit so much. If you watch The Last Night with Mark Wahlberg, Transformers, The Last Night, what is coming out of the earth? Supposed to be a celestial Autobot, the one that created the celestial entity, like an oracle that created the Autobots and the Decepticons, that created them, and he's called Omicron. Look at the movie again. These shits is in the movie. It's right there. The multiverse with Spider-Man and Doctor Strange and the madness of the multiverse. I already did the other video about the groping in the metaverse. So the metaverse is something like the multiverse. Like, you're going to be locked in on a VR screen with an avatar, and people are going to be groping. I guarantee they start a law because some Me Too bitch is going to say, yo, I was groped again. It's making me uncomfortable. Bitch, take your goggles off. That's all I got to say. Like I said in my last video. Take your goggles off, bitch. You're not getting groped. It could cause trauma. It's not causing trauma, B. People have to be stronger. Keep your faith in God as number one. And have faith in yourself to think, have common sense to think for yourself. Because the government's just thinking for everybody. I went and started, man, nigga, I'm vaxxed. I'm vaxxed. So what? Don't bother me about my mask, because I'm not putting it on. Y'all niggas over it, I'm over it too. Put them back on, they gonna help. In mask we trust, nigga. No, in God we trust, nigga. Not mask we trust. It's like, come on. Them shits ain't saving lives. Whatever the fuck ever, man. What else I want to talk about? Oh, Young Dolph. They caught his killer. Well, allegedly, they caught his killer, but they said it was his man. It probably was bogus. Who knows? Maybe he did, maybe he didn't do it. But we'll find out later in the end, because he's going to talk. If they got some overwhelming evidence, he's going to talk. You know what I'm saying? He didn't run, so he turned himself in. Because he probably is going to be exonerated. He probably wasn't even there. Probably got a decent alibi. Probably was never even there. Who knows? They said it's your man. But yeah, it could be your man. It could be your man, B. But everything's getting a little wild, B. Everything's wild. So, excuse me. Head to the Etsy store. Buy some of my merch. Shout out to STS. Spin that shit. Buy his merch too. Shout out to Nemesis Auto Club. Buy their merch too. Follow them on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. Prediction Ascension TM. Subscribe to this channel. Hit my like button, B. I fucks with y'all. Y'all fucks with me. It's Prediction Ascension. Hate me or love me. There's no in between. I fucks with y'all. Keep yourself safe.